Hi, my name is Olivia Harris, and I decided to do my final project on BOPARC, which stands for Board of Parks and Recreation. This is a company here within Morgantown that really is just a giant park system. So I have designed a website that I believe encapsulates their brand and their voice. This is the website that I designed on BoPark's behalf. As you can see at the top of the screen, I have a navigation bar. This bar includes a home button, which the reason that's not showing up is because I'm currently on the home page, an About Us link, a link which will contain a lot of information about how BoPark was founded and how it is currently run. Locations will describe all of the different locations within the BoPark system, and this will kind of be in a chart format where we will be able to see all of the locations down in rows, and then at the top with columns, there will be sections that tell us what each park has. So, like if the park has picnic shelters, a pool, hiking trails, camping spots, that would be indicated on the top of that chart. Then we have an events tab, which not only will hold a calendar with all of the events that are happening at the various parks for that month. It will also take you to a place where you can contact BoPark and you can rent out their facilities for things like weddings, graduation parties, or other events that you may want to have within your community. Of course, there's a gallery um, which holds pictures of all of the events at BoPark, so you can kind of get an idea if this is a place you would want to go. Of course, a contact button, which allows you to easily contact the company via mail, email, or phone. And finally, a brand guide tab, which we will go into more depth here in a minute. So within the homepage, the first thing that we see is the BoPark logo with a brown background. I chose this because it's very color neutral. You'll see a lot of greens and browns pop up and even a little bit of orange. These colors were chosen specifically because this is a park and a lot of these colors represent nature and being outside, which is ultimately what BoPark stands for. So after that, we have a little bio that basically says what BoPark is about, connecting people with the outdoors and spending time with your family outside. We've got a picture of a family enjoying set outdoors and an events button, which if you would click that would take you to the events page where you can find things to do. A option to sign up for the monthly newsletter, links to social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X or Twitter, and a little contact thing at the bottom. So you can contact via email if you would not want to call. And of course, our footer at the bottom contains phone numbers, emails, and physical address of the offices, and then office hours and park hours, because of course the office and the park are two completely different things. So if we scroll back up and we look at the brand guide section, we start out with 5 adjectives that define the company. I went with dynamic, community focused, educational, scenic, and lively. So all of these definitions involve educating the youth, really enjoying being around community and family, and being able to grow in a community together, really, because that's ultimately what BoPark wants, is to encourage people to come together and enjoy the outdoors. So I have a target audience analysis here. The first target audience that comes to mind are couples with elementary or middle school age children. Maybe these couples are younger, they don't have as much disposable funds as they would like to have. So the park is a great low cost option to take their kids to, maybe the pool or the park. Or even just go on hikes or little mini camping trips as a little family trip where they can be together fairly inexpensively. There's also the benefit for these parents is that their kids can be enrolled in summer camps, which is a great low cost childcare option for them during the summer where their kids can also get education. The other target audience that comes to mind is adults that are grown. Maybe these are older adults, in their 60s or so, and they can still get outside and do things, but they maybe don't have the kids to do things and they don't have the funds to do some of these bigger things. So ultimately what they want is a place to go out and get community more than anything else. And things like bingo or other events would allow them to do that. So then we have primary colors. As I said, I really tried to encapsulate nature. So we went with browns and greens and khakis and a little bit of orange, which I think emulates the like the leaves on the trees in Appalachia very well. Typeface, we went with bitter black for headers and bitter light. Um, Very legible, very easy to read font. Here is our mood board with all of our colors, some parks, kids having fun, learning. We've got our typefaces right there. And then this was a print flyer that I made advertising BOPARC that shows, once again, we have all of our colors, our, greens and browns. And we have a family out here camping, and we're advertising family fun for everyone to come out and hike, come to a community event, camp, or really do whatever you would like to in the outdoors. And of course, a call to action to go visit our website. This is an Instagram post that I made that would advertise young couples to come to the park and have a wedding outside. We want people to discover the Enchanted Woodland Wedding venue for breathtaking views, customizable elegance, and of course, just getting married in the beauty of nature. This is an advertisement for Facebook or Twitter, which I would probably post it on Facebook, that advertises an art camp, a summer camp for kids where they learn ceramics, um, basic drawing and painting skills, confidence and expression, presentation. So young artists can come in and take a week or so and spend time with their friends. And then, of course, for our older demographic, we have the summer concert series. So every other Saturday night, there would be a concert at this park where we have live bands, we have local food trucks, basically an excuse for anyone in the community to come out and spend time together. And so finally, when you think of BOPARC, I really ultimately want you to think of fun, family, nature, and educational experiences. So ultimately, I believe that all of this information I've presented involves a welcoming and educational environment that not only allows people to come together and spend time together, but really allows us to learn about the beauty of nature as well. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.